Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Aastha&Bansari. Today we're going to do the lesson 6 Natural Vegetation and Wildlife in the geography textbook. And let's start. So we have an example given here about a girl who's called Salima. So let's read it. Salima was excited about the summer camp she was attending. She had gone to visit Manali in Himachal Pradesh along with her classmates. She recalled how surprised she was to see the changes in the landform and natural vegetation as the bus climbed higher and higher. The deep jungles of foothills comprising sal and teak slowly disappeared. She could see tall trees with thin pointed leaves and cone-shaped canopies on the mountain slopes. She learned that those were coniferous trees. She noticed blooms of bright flowers on tall trees. These were rhododendrons. From Manali, as she was traveling up to Rohtak Pass, she saw that the land was covered with short grass and snow in some places. From Salima's observations, we summarize that there is a close relation between height of land and the character of vegetations. With change in height, the climate changes and that changes natural vegetation. The growth of vegetation depends on temperature and moisture. It also depends on factors like slope and thickness of soil. The type and thickness of natural vegetation varies from place to place because of the variation in these factors. Natural vegetation is generally classified into three broad categories as follows. Forests, which grow where temperature and rainfall are plentiful to support a tree cover. Depending upon these factors, dense and open forests are grown. Grasslands, which grow in the region of moderate rain. Shrubs, thorny bushes and scrubs grow in these dry regions. Salima was sharing her experience of Himalayan trip with her father. Her father visited various places in the world. He told Salima about his observations of variety of vegetation in different parts of different continents. He mentioned about coniferous forests in subpolar regions, thorny bushes in the deserts, thick tropical hardwood forest in the humid regions, and many more. Salima realized that the Himalayas have almost all variety of vegetation, which one can see while moving from the equator to polar region. The changes in the type of natural vegetation occur mainly because of the changes of climatic condition. Let us get to know the different types of natural vegetation of the world with their characteristics, features, and wildlife inhabiting there. So first we'll start with forests. So the first forest is tropical evergreen forest. So these forests are called tropical rainforests. These thick forests occur in the region near the equator and close to the tropics. So these tropical evergreen forests are also called tropical rainforests, and these forests occur in the regions near the equator and close to the tropics, which are the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. These regions are hot and receive heavy rainfall throughout the years. As there is no particular dry season, the trees do not shed their leaves altogether. So these regions are very hot and they receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. And as they don't have any particular season, the trees don't shed the leaves, and that is the reason they are also called evergreen. These thick canopies of the closely spaced trees do not allow sunlight to penetrate inside the forest even in the daytime. So as these trees do not shed the leaves, they are very thick and big, and they form thick canopies which don't allow the sunlight to pass, even reach the land inside the jungle, not even in the daytime. Hardwood trees like rosewood, ebony, mahogany are common here. So the trees like rosewood, ebony, mahogany are common in these forests. So did you know the tropical evergreen forest in Brazil is so enormous that it is like the lungs of the earth? And anaconda, one of the world's largest snakes, is found in the tropical rainforest or tropical evergreen forest. It can kill and eat a large animal such as a crocodile. So this is a picture of tropical evergreen forests given in the textbook. Next we have is tropical deciduous forest. So tropical deciduous are the monsoon forests found in large part of India, northern Australia and in Central America. These regions experience seasonal changes. Trees shed their leaf in dry season to conserve water. The hardwood trees found in these forests like sal, teak, neem and shisham. Hardwood trees are extremely useful for making furniture, transport and constructional materials. Tiger, lion, elephants, langurs and monkeys are the common animals of these regions. So the tropical deciduous forests are monsoon forests which are found in the large part of India, northern Australia and in Central America. These regions experience seasonal changes and trees shed their leaves when it's dry season and to conserve water, so they don't have, like in dry season they shed their leaves to conserve the water in them. And then the important trees are the sal, teak, neem and shisham, and the hardwood trees here are extremely useful for making furniture, construction materials and transport. Lion, elephants, tiger, langurs and monkeys are the common animals of these regions. You have a picture over here of tiger, a golden langur and the tropical deciduous forest. Then we have temperate evergreen forests. The temperate evergreen forests are located in the mid-latitudinal coastal region. They are commonly found along the eastern margin of the continents. Example in Southeast USA, South China and in Southeast Brazil. They comprise both hard and softwood trees like oak, pine, eucalyptus, etc. So next was our topic is temperate evergreen forests. The temperate evergreen forests, they are located in the mid-latitudinal coastal region and they are commonly found in the eastern margin of the continents. For example, in Southeast USA, in South China and Southeast Brazil, and they comprise both hardwood and softwood trees like oak, pine, eucalyptus, etc. And then next we have is temperate deciduous forest. So as we go to the higher altitudes, there are more temperate deciduous forests. These are found in the northeastern part of USA, China, New Zealand, Chile, and also found in the coastal regions of Western Europe. They shed their leaves in the dry season. The common trees are oak, ash, beech, etc. Deer, foxes, wolves are the animals commonly found here. Birds like pheasants, monals are also found here. So here in the textbook we have the picture of a pheasant and a monal, which are not that clear, but we can give the idea of the color of the birds. And we have a picture of temperate deciduous forest. So next one we have is Mediterranean vegetation. So in Mediterranean vegetation, let's start that one. We have learned most of the east and northeast margins of continents are covered by temperate evergreen and deciduous trees. The west and southwest margins of continents are different. They have Mediterranean vegetation. It is mostly found in the areas around Mediterranean Sea in Europe, Africa and Asia, hence the name. This kind of vegetation is also found outside the actual Mediterranean region in California in USA, Southwest Africa, Southwestern South America, and Southwest Australia. These regions are marked for hot, dry summers and mid-rainy winters. Citrus fruits such as oranges, figs, olives, and grapes are commonly cultivated here because people have removed the natural vegetation in order to cultivate what they want to. There isn't much wildlife here. So, in Mediterranean vegetation, it says that we learn most of the east and northeast margins of the continents are covered by temperate evergreen and deciduous trees, and the west and southwest margins of the continents are different, which are covered with Mediterranean vegetation, which is mostly found near the Mediterranean Sea in Europe, Africa, and Asia, and that's why its name is Mediterranean vegetation. And this vegetation also found outside the actual Mediterranean region in California in the USA, Southwest Africa, Southwestern South America, Southwest Australia. And then these regions are marked for their dry summer and mild rainy winters. And then the citrus fruits such as oranges, figs, olives, grapes are cultivated here because people have removed their natural vegetation to cultivate what they want to, and that's why there is less wildlife here. And did you know that the Mediterranean trees adapt themselves to dry summer with the help of their thick barks and wax coated leaves, which help them to reduce transpiration? Mediterranean regions are known as orchards of the world for the fruit cultivation. So after Mediterranean vegetation, we have our last forest, which is coniferous forest. In the higher altitudes of 50 degrees and 270 degrees of northern hemisphere, the spectacular coniferous forests are found. These are also called taiga. And taiga means pure and untouched in the Russian language because these trees grow in higher altitudes. No one goes there to touch, of course, no one touches them. And so these forests have also been seen in higher altitudes. These are the trees with Salima found in the Himalayas in the abundance. The Salima, the story we saw, she found these trees in the abundance. They are tall softwood evergreen trees. The woods of these trees are very useful for making pulp, which is used to manufacture paper and newsprint. Matchboxes and packing boxes are also made from softwood. Chir, pine, cedar are important variety of trees in this forest. Silver fox, mink, polar bear are common animals found here. So here we have a picture of coniferous forest and coniferous forest covered in snow. After this, we will start with grasslands. Tropical grasslands. These occur on the either side of the equator and extend till tropics. This vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. The grass can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height. Savanna grasslands of Africa are of these type. Elephants, zebras, giraffes, deers, leopards are common in tropical grasslands. So these occur in the either side of the equator and extend till the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn. The vegetation grows in area of low amount of rainfall or moderate to low amount of rainfall. The grass over here can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height. Savanna grasslands of Africa are of these types. Deer, giraffes, leopard, elephants and zebras are common in tropical grasslands. Temperate grasslands is our next topic. Temperate grasslands, these areas are found in the mid-latitudinal zones and in the interior part of continents. Usually grass here is short and nutritious. Wild buffaloes, bisons, antelope are common in these temperate regions. Then we have the third one, which is thorny bushes. Before that, let's see the did you know fact, which is really important. Grasslands are known by different names in different regions. Tropical grasslands in East Africa are called savanna, in Brazil campus, in Venezuela llanos. Tropical grasslands in East Africa are called savanna, Brazil campus, Venezuela llanos. And temperate grasslands in Argentina are called pampas, North America prairie, South Africa veld, Central Asia steppe, and Australia down. Now let's move on to thorny bushes. These are found in dry desert-like regions. Tropical deserts are located on the western margins of the continents. The vegetation cover is scarce here because of the scanty rain and scorching heat. If you reach the polar region, you will find the place extremely cold. The growth of natural vegetation is very limited here. Only mosses, lichens, or very small shrubs are found here. It grows during very short summer. This is called tundra type of vegetation. This vegetation is found in the polar areas of Europe, Asia, and North America. The animals have thick fur and thick skin to protect themselves from the cold climatic conditions. Seal, walruses, musk oxen, Arctic owl, polar bear, and snow foxes are some of the animals found here. Salima's father showed her some photographs of thick forests. In some photographs, Salima observed that people were cutting trees and clearing the forests. Her father explained that the local people wanted their land for agriculture and settlements, so they cleared up forests. Salima started wondering, if all forests are cleared, then where will the wildlife go? Will the forest take its original shape again? If people go on cutting trees like this, will there be enough oxygen, water vapor, timber, fruits, nuts available in the future? Do you agree with Salima? Hold a discussion with your friends about the depletion of our diverse flora and fauna. So that was this chapter in which we learned about the forests, the grasslands and shrubs. In forests, first we saw was tropical evergreen forest. Second was tropical deciduous forest. Third was temperate evergreen forest. Next was temperate deciduous forest. Then we had Mediterranean vegetation. And last was coniferous forest. And then in grasslands, we saw tropical grasslands, temperate grasslands and thorny bushes. And then we saw grasslands in known by different names in different regions. And that was our chapter for today. And see you soon with a new video on Aastha and Bansari.